What is up, Howlers? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you are at. We are live. I'm Allergus,
I'm hazy.
and this is Howling at Night.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Oh, we're live. We're here.
Yeah.
It's been,
If your thing will pop up for me, I'll actually join.
it might take a second. It might take a second.
Yeah. It'll probably take a minute.
But,
I doubt
yeah.
anybody's gonna see it just yet anyway.
Yeah, uh, it's definitely been a chaotic week for me. I've been under the weather. I'm still under the weather, but we're here. We're live and alive.
Yeah. Barely.
Yeah. Um, as the title suggests, we are going to be talking about anime. In this case, some of our top anime. This is kind of probably semi off the cuff for us. We'll go in reverse order, 10 to 1. I will say for me, I did put a anime that is one of the big three on there. I did not put any more than one. I only put one uh
Hold on.
for
Let me
me.
take a look at my list. I don't have any of the big three.
Okay.
I don't have a single. I will
Good for
say
you.
all three of the big three are honorable mentions for me. They are
Fair
really
enough.
good. They're cult classics. I
Yes.
was a big Bleach person growing up. Naruto was one of the first animes I ever saw. And honestly, I'm trying to watch my way through One Piece. I think I'm on the Thriller Bark arc. I'm on Thriller Bark, right?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good arc.
I would say it's my second favorite arc so far.
Okay.
My favorite one is what is it called? It's the one with Crocodile. What is it called?
Alabasta?
Alabasta. Yeah, Alabasta arc. I love the Alabasta arc.
I will say, speaking of Alabasta and One Piece, I am excited for the live action.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, am I
No, but yeah, those are definitely some honorable mentions for me. Are the big three,
Mhm.
as well as the OG Dragon Ball.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
One more honorable mention I am going to say real quick, just because it was on my list. Then I realized another anime that I've been watching a lot recently. So an honorable mention is Inuyasha, and that is an
okay.
anime that me and my family watched a lot
Hey,
together.
welcome in. Welcome in.
Howdy,
You know
howdy, howdy.
what? Since we're talking about our honorable mentions, I will get through mine. Uh, and then since we're already doing honorable mentions, uh, I did put Bleach on mine. I also put Fairy Tail under my honorable mentions.
I'm
Um,
upset with you. I'm upset with you.
I
No,
know.
no, you're
I
fine.
thought about
It's
putting
a good
it
anime
in the top
because
10, and I'm like, I don't know.
here's the thing, right? I'm a very big fairy tale person, to the
Same.
point that one of the first tattoos I'm gonna get is the fairy tale symbol. I'm getting that tattooed on me,
Okay.
as well as I'm getting Mustang's alchemical symbol on the back of my hand.
Yes. That's the thing. I love seeing tattoos on people. It's always interesting seeing the artwork,
Hmm.
but I don't like the idea of having tattoos. At least personally. Um, but if I were to get a tattoo, I'd probably definitely get the fairy tale guild
I'll be honest.
insignia.
I'll be honest. If you were to get a tattoo, I'll be honest. This is something I would love to do with you at some point. Is just get like some kind of small like matching tattoo with you,
Hmm.
because you're my best mate, and if I'm gonna do it with anybody, it needs to be you. You know. And it doesn't even have to. It doesn't have to be anything big. Just like could be something small on the upper arm or on our chest or something. Something simple.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would get like in regards to like matching tattoos with like other people.
No, I get you.
I don't know.
Generally speaking, it's one of those things that it's like you usually talk with your friends about. Like, I
Mhm.
know that for a little bit there was a plan for this fun little. It's less of a matching tattoo thing and more of a couple tattoo thing. I was
Oh,
gonna get this. It was a tattoo idea that it was going to be my hand around on someone's neck, and in the spots where my fingers would rest would be little stars.
okay.
Now, now I don't think that's gonna happen anymore, but it's whatever. I'll probably
Gotcha.
save that. I'll probably save something like that for down the line for an
Yeah.
actual couple I end up in. I don't know, but yeah, no. Anywho,
But yeah, I put Fairy Tale there. I put Bleach on my honorable mentions. Uh, it,
fair enough.
it's not well, yeah, it's a big uh it's a big anime. Like if you have not seen Bleach, give it a watch. If not the action and the pure badassery, the
A
music,
thousand
the
year blood
music.
war, the 1,000 Year Blood War, its most recent arc is really good.
Yeah, we still have a final season that is coming out uh this year.
Yeah,
Actually real soon. Um
Fairy Tale actually. Speaking of Fairy Tale as well, they just recently came out with another anime called Fairy Tale 1,000 Year Quest.
yeah, so that's the thing. Well before they came out with the anime adaptation for that, I was already reading it.
Yeah, same.
So like I am not up to date with
I was an OG
the
fan.
so I'm not up to date with the anime adaptation for it, but I am very much up to date for the manga for it.
Hmm.
I do need to watch that at some point.
I will
Uh
say there is one other honorable mention, and I have to honorable mention this because, in my opinion, I could see it being considered one of the best animes
mhm.
in like the. I could see it being considered a number one contender for anime of all time,
Okay.
and that is Black Clover.
Yeah.
Black Clover is very
Yeah.
good anime. I love it. I adore it so much, but it's not on my top 10 solely because I haven't watched it all the way through.
Fair enough.
I think I haven't I need to get through the Spade Kingdom arc, which I believe is its most recent arc.
Okay.
They're also I believe they're coming out with a new season this year.
I think I saw
So,
that as well. Uh
but we'll get to upcoming animes later.
yeah. Yeah. I do have a couple more. One I'm gonna leave to the side because it's technically a continuation of an anime that is on my list. Uh
Oh,
yeah. But it's a different name because yeah. Uh the two that are left for my honorable mentions is one that is still going and is probably as old, almost as old, if not as old, as like the big three. Like it's been around for a hot minute, and that is Detective Conan.
fair enough.
For those of you that don't know what that is, it is an anime where this promising, genius young detective, basically fresh out of like detective school or whatever, you would equivalate, uh, ends up getting, drugged, if you will, and turned into a child. And but they have the strength of an adult. Which is ironic because I have a similar anime where there's a character in there with a similar thing. But this is basically think of Sherlock Holmes if they were a child detective. Um, but with the mind of still adult Sherlock.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's
it's an
interesting.
interesting it's an interesting anime. I am going to be very honest. It's an anime that for me doesn't even break my top 50.
No, fair enough.
It's not a bad anime. It's just one of those that just it's just not a niche that I care about,
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
fair enough. I will say the
Which is saying
last
something because I like Lupin.
Oh yeah, I love Lupin. There
Lupin, so good.
there is another anime that's actually in the same world as Detective Conan. And I can't. Oh, I'm so mad at myself.
There's actually
No,
there.
it's called Kaito Kid.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a good anime, but it's so short. There's only like, if I remember correctly, like 12 or so episodes. But it was really good when it came out.
If I'm going to say this real quick, there is one more anime I'm going to say is
Mm,
an honorary mention because it is my number 11 in
mm,
regards to like if I were to make a big fucking list.
yeah.
I need to remind myself if I'm actually saying the name right
Oh,
because it is, and I'm going to say this. This is the first harem anime I ever watched, which is funny because it's not really a harem anime.
okay.
And if I remember correctly, it's Nejima.
Sounds so familiar.
It is about this young scholar. It's about this young kid who ends up becoming a teacher at a school, and he basically has to hide the fact that, oh yeah, I'm a fucking mage. But slowly and very quickly ends up getting it so that every single girl in this class, also real quick, it's an all girls school, so every single student in his class is a girl. Every single one of them falls in love with him. And basically, and it gets to a point where it's like, okay, they have to fight this big bad dude,
Mhm,
and he has to basically sign a contract with each of them to get so they can, because he can basically sign a contract with them to give them powers themselves.
mhm.
And in order to sign that contract, he has to kiss them. And so there's just a scene in this anime where he just kisses one after the other. Let me
Uh, sounds so familiar, but I don't remember it.
here. I'll send it. I'll send it to you. I'll put it in like the Discord later.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's such a funny anime. Yeah.
Mhm.
Nejima, Magister Neji Magi is the full title.
Okay.
It's about like a short redheaded kid. He's like, I think he's like 15. No, yeah, Nejima, short for Nejima, Magister Neji Magi, follows
Mhm,
Neji Springfield, a 10-year-old boy from Wales who graduates as a wizard and is sent to Japan to teach English at an all-girls middle school. He tries to hide his magical abilities while balancing the demands of a rowdy class of 31 students. It's such a good anime, generally speaking, and it's not, and it's like and it's funny because it's one of those animes that balances ecchi really well. There's not an extreme amount of it,
yeah.
but there's some light ecchi in it, and so like for those of you who are into that kind of thing, it's
Mhm.
got something for you. But it's a really good anime. Uh, Let me see if I could find. Oh, let me put the title down. I'll put the title in the server real quick, so
I
that
will
way you guys can check it
say,
out later.
uh, my last honorable mention, um, and I think the only reason why I didn't put it on my list, other than, like, I really liked the list I had, was I loved the manga more than I loved the anime, though the anime is fantastic for this. Um, it just hit harder, and that's also because I read the manga when the first chapter came out, and I was more invested, and that's
Here,
Vinland Saga.
oh, it's so good. Vinland Saga is so good.
It did
I'll
not
be
make my
honest,
list, but it is an
I'm not a
honorable
huge
mention.
I'm not a huge fan of its more recent season.
Okay.
I didn't really care too much for old man for old man main character. He was kind of eh. There were some good scenes from it, but it was definitely it's one of those things where it's like I preferred the first season.
Gotcha.
Give me 1 second. I need to go grab some water because I'm sweating my ass off
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah. Welcome in, Torpy. Thank you for the daily house, buddy. But yeah, we're gonna basically be going over our top 10 anime, kind of off the cuff. Um, I've been sick like the last few days or so,
Okay, I'm
and
back.
I'm still sick. So between yesterday and today, I wrote up my list, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Um, and then we'll probably end up similar to last time taking a break. Stream will cut, and then we will go over anime that's going to be coming out that we're excited for, maybe some other stuff. But yeah, that's all my honorable mentions. Is there any other honorable mentions before we get right into it?
What's that fucking? I'm trying to remember this one. I believe it's called something Paradise or Paradise something. Again, this is probably why it's not in my top 10, but it's the anime that follows like this white-haired ninja dude who's basically indestructible, and then they send him and a bunch of other convicted villains to an island that has this to like figure out what's going on, because every time the shonen has like sent the shogun has
Hell's
sent people there.
Paradise?
Yes, Hell's Paradise. Fucking love that anime. It's
I'm like,
so good. It's
you said
so good.
Paradise, and I'm like, okay, I think you're talking about this anime. Then you said white haired, and I'm like, let me look this up real quick because I'm
It's hell. Yeah,
99% sure.
it's Hell's Paradise. It's so fucking good. I believe they're supposed to be coming out with a new season,
Yeah.
or they just came out with a new season. One or the other.
Mhm.
It's so good. It's such a good anime. I would
Yeah.
highly recommend it. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's called Hell's Paradise. So fucking good.
And I will say, this is not going to be the last time that we do, even though it's the first time, it's not going to be the last time that we're going to talk about anime, or maybe even anime that we enjoy, or even anime that we're looking forward to coming out. Uh, this is like our first iteration of doing it, so see how it goes. What is your number 10?
This is. I feel like this is an anime that, honestly, if you are anything like me, this is probably on your top 10, probably even higher up on your list. But
Maybe.
that's 10. That is Tensura, aka that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I
It is
put down Tensura,
not. It is
but
not, but
I'm saying this in general for people.
yeah, it
But
is
like
good.
that time I got reincarnated as slime is so good. It just they just came out with their newest season. I don't know if it's still being put out or if it's been fully released yet.
Hmm.
But I love it. It is genuinely, in my opinion, the anime that got me into isekais,
Okay.
and that's why it's got a place on here. Hi Torby, what's up? We got a Torby in the chat.
Um, but yeah, uh, that time I got reincarnated as a slime is definitely
It's a top
a
tier anime.
yes. It is
Oh,
very good. Um,
why am I dummy? Why am I dummy? I hope I'm
uh,
not. I better not be dummy.
it could
No,
be either
but
one of us.
probably
Um,
no. Because here's the thing: when it comes to Tensura, it's your own decision. I don't know. You made your own decisions. What did I
I
do?
don't know. I
I
don't
feel
know
like I
what
did
you
something
did.
wrong. Did I do something wrong? I don't know.
Uh,
The reason I like it so much is because
mhm,
it came out in a time. It was just before all the isekai slop started coming out. It was before every anime was isekai in some way.
mhm.
Don't get me wrong. There's a good handful. This. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, go ahead and fuck with my insecurities. Fuck you too, Torby. There were some really good animes in, in that period of time that, like, I believe I believe an anime that just recently came out with a new season that's good isekai is Campfire Cooking in Another World is really good. But there's so
Oh,
many animes around it that are just like
wait. I don't know
it's
if I
just
put that.
isekai to.
Oh,
It's a good anime. It's very
I
good.
I don't know if I put that on my list.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did
Laugh at my
not.
pain.
I did
No,
not.
it's a good
There's
anime. I would say
there
honorable mention as well.
there's a literal it yeah, no, it is an isekai because he is technically
Yeah,
isekai'd.
no, yeah, no,
No,
his
there's an
that is his thing.
anime that's not on my list and it should be.
It should
Maggie.
be genuinely the food anime not being on your list is insane.
Well, I have
I'll
a
say
food.
that
I
I'm
have
saying
a
this right.
food anime on my list. I have
I
a food
know
anime.
I know what it is, and if it isn't what I think it is, I'm going to be upset with you.
I have a food anime on my list. Don't get me wrong. I am
Yeah.
like one of
No.
the biggest foodies.
hmm
I have my fair share of
I'll be
experience.
honest. I'll be honest. If I had to choose between the anime I'm thinking of
Mhm.
or campfire cooking, honestly, I'd probably pick campfire cooking.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's not just a food anime. Yes, it has a lot of food aspect to it, but it
Mm.
also has it just flavors it really well into that isekai idea.
But yeah, speaking of isekai, it's not on my list, but Magi. Both Kingdom
Yes.
uh,
I've always
of
actually had a
Magic and
preference
Labyrinth of
for
Magic.
I've always had a
Uh,
preference. I've actually always had a preference for the Adventures of Sinbad.
that is
I always
really good.
I prefer that
Um,
one.
however, I like Magi was
I believe Magi
really
came
set
out
the
first though.
it did.
Yeah, it was what yeah,
Both of those
Sinbad was
came
like a
out.
spin-off of it.
Sinbad was like a prequel, if you will,
Prequel spin-off.
prequel
Yeah.
spin-off. And then they never adapted the last bit of Magi, which I'm so upset that they didn't, because if you continue to read the manga for it, it is so good, and there's so much stuff that happens, and with character growth and everything, where it's just fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah.
But my number 10, and I am highly considering actually cosplaying this at the next con I go to, a character from here, is Katakiyo Hitman Reborn.
I fucking knew this was going to be on your list. I knew this was going to be on your list. I didn't expect it to be so low, but I knew it was
Um,
going to be on your list. To be
yeah.
fair, I depending on what is on your list going forward, we'll
Oh,
see.
I think I chipped my chair. Oh, that's great.
Don't do
Uh,
that.
yeah, I guess I tore it. Uh, but yeah, it is. To give you guys context, there's about 200 or so episodes. There's definitely more in the manga if you guys have not read it.
Hmm.
Um, It is a gawk anime or gawk manga turned shonen. So what that means is it's kind of like stupid comedy, like oh I fell on my face or something along those lines, right? And then it really flips the script into a true shonen. It still has those undertone comedy vibes,
Yeah,
but it is a
genuinely
beautiful
speaking,
story.
as someone who's also watched Hitman Reborn,
Mhm,
I'll be honest, getting through that first part where it's like it's more goofball oriented
mhm,
was a bit difficult for me, but if you can get through it and you can actually get to the genuine shonen part of it,
yeah.
it's so fucking good.
Oh
It
yeah.
genuinely it is one of those animes that I'm like, this could be a top contender for like top 5, top
Oh yeah.
3 shonen of all time.
Yeah.
It is that fucking good.
So that's
They
the
do
thing.
so well.
I'm a sucker for gawk anime and gawk manga. So
Of course.
I well, I mean it's who I am, you know. But it I got
Yeah, you're pretty good
through
at gawking.
oh well, hey yo.
I'm sorry.
But no, I got through like I think it's like the first like 20 or so episodes, right? And I'm just laughing my ass off, having a good time. And then when it flips, you'll know when it flips too. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit, what? And it just added to it to the point where I was just enthralled. And I was watching it since the first episode came out, back when it was still putting out
Oh,
episodes.
what's another anime? There's
Um,
another anime that does it similar to that,
mhm,
but it keeps it like it's an anime that starts as very much in that theme, but then does this like 180 where it turns into a shonen, but it sticks more heavily to the original theme. I believe it's called Gintoki or Gintoka. Again, it follows a white-haired samurai dude,
I know
kind of just
exactly the anime you're talking about.
yes,
And
and I'm like, it's
Gintama.
Gintama, thank you. I think the
Yeah.
character's name is Gintoki. I think that's the main character's name is Gintoki or
And
Gintoka.
I
But
will be
Gintama,
honest,
yeah.
I was highly debating adding that to my top 10 just because it not only is it so good as, like, a shonen type, but the fact that it has made fun
Here's
of
the thing.
so many other animes.
There is only one reason why it is not on my top 10.
Okay.
In order to make it into my top 10, it has to be an anime that I have completely finished. And I have not finished
Ooh,
Gintama yet. I think there's like 5 episodes I haven't watched.
fair enough.
And that's because when I was watching it originally, I was watching it as it came out. Or not came out, but like it
Mhm.
was like on it was on Tuna it was like on Toonami late at night, like Cartoon Network,
Yeah.
Toonami. And it was coming out and I was catching episodes. I think I missed 4 or 5 of the episodes. And it was like the last 4 or 5 episodes because I lost access to them after that.
But, what
And
is your number
I haven't done
9?
it. Number 9 is is a cult classic for me. Anybody who knows me knows what anime got me into anime, and that is my number 9, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Of course.
It
Of
is the main
course.
fucking reason I am such a big mech anime character, or like I love mech animes.
Uh, I knew you were gonna put one of them on the list. Um, yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about on the list? Oh, just wait till we get down the line. You're gonna. I'm letting you know right now, it is not the only mech anime on this list.
I'm sure it's not.
Real quick, this does make me realize that there is an anime that, and this is going to be a surprise to a lot of people because this is definitely my favorite anime when it comes to harem animes. So, and I probably should have mentioned this back in honorable mentions. High School DxD.
Yeah.
Nothing more needs to be said about that anime. It's really fucking good.
Give me
It's also
one
it's also
second.
just the fact that it just straight up does just show tits. Have fun with that. You good?
I'm busy right now. What's going on? Uh,
Excuse me.
put it on the shoe rack. I'll get it later. Let's see. My number 9. So this is very much an older anime. To give you context on how much older it is, this anime has a lot of those like mid uh
Actually,
episode.
hold on, real quick.
Oh,
I didn't actually describe what Neon Genesis Evangelion was.
no, you did
Anybody who
not.
doesn't fucking know what that is, Neon Genesis Evangelion is kind of like basically it's what the OG there's another anime that actually takes on a very similar kind of aesthetic in the sense of
Hmm.
like what it does, and that
Yeah.
is Darling in the Franxx. Darling in the Franxx is very similar in the sense of like the mech things are alive.
Okay.
Basically, Neon Genesis Evangelion follows a kid who ends up coming back into. He gets moved back into the city where his dad is working as like the lead scientist on a project called Evangelion,
Okay.
or like Project Evangelion or something like that. I don't remember. It's been so many years since I've watched it. I need to rewatch it. And basically, him and his father don't have the greatest, don't have the greatest relationship. Very
Hmm.
distant father, very much a man focused on his work. He ends up being the best connection for Evangelion or Evangelion 1, which is like the strong is supposed to be the strongest of them, I believe. And it's
Hmm.
basically like this weird monster flesh mech because it is a mech designed from their enemy, the angels. Damn, we're already 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't realize. You go ahead, keep going. We're
Yeah.
not going to describe every anime going forward because that's
Yeah.
actually going to take too
I
much
know.
time.
I have like brief descriptions for some stuff, but to give you an idea of how old this anime is, in the middle of the episodes, they would have the "You're too close to the TV" uh, advisory warning.
If you can read this, you're too close to the TV.
Yes. Yes. And that is and it's a gawk anime, it's stupid comedy. School Rumble.
Oh my god, I haven't heard of School Rumble in so long.
I
Holy shit.
yeah, I went through the archives for some of the stuff on this list.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure that's an old fucking anime. That's an old anime.
It
Holy
is. It
shit.
is. I went through the
That's some core memory
archives.
shit. That's some
Yeah.
core memory shit right there. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck
What
respect for that one.
what is your number 8?
Number 8, and funnily enough, very fitting because of the title, is Kaiju number 8. I adore this anime so much. Kaijus are like one of those things that I get into so fucking much. I love them.
Yes.
And also, its first fucking season, its intro is written by an artist that I adore, Youngblood.
Yeah.
He wrote the intro and sings the intro for the first season of Kaiju number 8, and I was like, I have to watch this now.
Yes.
And ever since that, I'm pretty sure, funnily enough, it is one of the only animes that breaks the rule of I haven't finished, because I'm pretty sure its newest season just came out, and I'm still missing like the last 4 episodes.
I think I'm behind
So
on the new season. But it is
it's
definitely a very good anime.
it's really good. Anybody who likes kaijus, if you like Godzilla, if you like
Mhm.
Gamera, if you like shit like that, go watch Kaiju number 8.
They even
Really fucking good.
go into detail of like, oh, the kaiju dies. How do they get rid of the body? What do they do with it? Like it's very like it's a
It's
really
very
good
detailed.
anime.
It's that level of detail like a Pacific Rim. Like they
Yeah.
do. It's
Yeah.
very much akin to that, and I love the detail they do with it. It's so fucking good. It's really good.
Speaking of number 8,
What do you got, big boy?
Food Wars. Shokugeki no
I
Soma.
fucking knew it.
Okay, to give you guys a brief description, if you don't know what this anime is, it's quite literally the epitome of food makes you horny. It is food is so good that it just lets out
They're,
all your
they're, they
inhibitions.
they genuinely there are
Yeah,
scenes in this anime where they
yeah.
genuinely orgasm.
It's definitely not a anime that you'd probably want your parents walking in on. However,
Oh no,
it is.
100%, because you are 100, like genuinely the meme
Mhm.
of like, oh, parents walk in when you're watching an anime and it just happens to cut to the one fucking scene where it's
Yeah.
really exceedingly sexual. Nah, that is like
I
fucking
will
89%
say
of this anime.
I will say, however, it does give, and this is coming from someone that has done culinary competitions, it definitely gives a pretty good depiction of like the pressure that you deal with
I'm
in
gonna
those environments.
I'm gonna be honest, funnily enough, Food Wars is an anime that I feel like has a very akin vibe to another anime that is going to be down on my list much later down the line.
Okay.
And I will tell you which anime it is. And you're gonna hear it and you're gonna go, wait a minute, you've got a point.
Okay. But yeah, that is my number 8. What is your number 7?
My number 7 is, and before I say this, I need to preface this with I am not one of those. I'm not a part of the toxic side of this community. I genuinely
Uh-oh.
like this anime because it's a good
Uh-oh.
anime, and that is MHA, My Hero Academia. I genuinely really enjoyed this anime, and its final season was fucking peak.
I will
I
say I do also love the anime. I think it does a good depiction of
of like a hero society,
yeah, yeah.
especially
Um
because, and this is another thing by extension. If you guys haven't seen it, go check out Vigilante.
mm,
Bitch, Vigilante's
yeah.
so fucking good. I haven't been able to watch it myself because I haven't been able to get access to the Crunchyroll account that I had. but I've been hearing from a very close friend of mine that Vigilante is just as good
I
as the final season of My Hero Academia.
I will say it is very good. I have seen Vigilantes.
Also, this is coming from someone. I'm going to say this right now. This is coming from someone who primarily watches anime. I don't read a lot of mangas in regards to anime.
Mhm.
Vigilante is the only one that is genuinely. I read the manga before the anime.
Okay.
I love the Vigilante I love the Vigilante mangas.
Mhm.
If you're into manga, go read it. If you're
Yeah.
not, go watch the anime. It's really fucking good, and it puts a lot of focus on a side of the world that you don't really get to see in the anime, and it
Yeah.
brings it into a harder focus.
Yeah.
Also, for context, Vigilante takes place, I believe, 2 or 3 years prior to the events of the start of My Hero Academia. So it is kind
Yeah.
of like a It's almost kind of
Yeah.
like a prequel almost. I do believe the ending of the series is in that time span of My Hero Academia, though.
Yeah.
Anywho, your number 7.
My number 7. And this so I'm gonna before I even say this, I'm gonna say why I love this anime. It
Okay.
is a shorter anime. It does not have a lot of episodes. But other than the art, and the fight scenes, the choreography is top notch. It is one of the best uh the anime that has like the best showcasing of amnesia in a character that I've ever seen
Oh,
in any media. And that's saying something. And that is
there's a
K. Other than
yes, yes.
otherwise known as K Project.
There's a
Um,
it does have a third title, which not a lot of people know that because this title was only ever used in correspondence with a specific site it was posted on, and that is King King.
yeah, yeah.
It is such a good anime. Oh,
The
I love that anime.
for those that know, um, yeah,
It's one of those animes that's hard to like. You can't really describe its storyline because it's a bit confusing. It's one of those
that's
animes
why
you have
it's
to watch.
confusing. So, you're if you go to watch it, start off obviously with the first season. Um, you're going to be confused, and the anime wants you to be confused, and the reason why it wants you to be confused is the character has
Oh,
amnesia.
I don't know
And
why.
so he
I don't know.
starts realizing stuff
Yeah.
or remembering stuff, and you start putting pieces together, and then it all starts to click. For not only the character, but you as the person watching.
I'm gonna be so fucking honest right now. I just remembered another fucking anime, and I kind of wish there were more spaces in the number in top 10 than there actually are because like this is such a good anime. I have to say this
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, yes, that is a
Okay.
terrific.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, Tensura, but I have to replace you real fast solely because just because I fucking remember that. I love Dead Man Wonderland.
that is a terrific anime. Um,
And the only reason I'm okay with replacing this is because there is another isekai anime on this list that I do like that much more. And it would feel wrong if I didn't have at least one on this list. Anywho,
Hazy,
uh,
my good sir, what is your number 6?
number 6. This is an anime we've already brought up. Fairy Tale, motherfuckers.
Of
I love this anime.
course. I'm
I love
glad it
this
was
anime.
on your list because I had it in an honorable mention of mine.
It's a good anime.
Yeah.
It's generally one of those. It's one of those animes that I'm not going to say deserves to be number one anime or best anime of all time or anything like that because it's got its flaws. But it's an anime I enjoyed as a kid. I grew up watching
Absolutely.
Fairy Tale. I loved it so much. Fucking from season 1, I believe it goes all the way into season 14, and that's not including A 1,000 Year
Yeah,
Quest.
but they're not big seasons either. Like they're
Oh
not
yeah,
like
no, they are. No, they are. Like the
well,
later
they
ones are
are
pretty.
to
They're like 20-24 episodes. There's a
yeah,
lot of
but it's
fucking.
not when I say they're not big seasons, I mean it's not like, oh, 1,000 episodes. It's not your One Piece, which we'll get
I
into
believe
One
they
Piece
actually. I
later.
believe because of a
But
1,000 Year Quest, I believe a 1,000 Year Quest has allowed them to break 100 episodes.
yeah,
So they're
um,
one of the few. They are one of the few animes nowadays that has broken 100 episodes.
but
No, it's a good anime though.
yeah.
Now your turn. Number 6, my dear friend.
So this one I actually put on to a couple friends, and Torvi, this is a nod to you because I'm happy that you fell in love with it, and that is
Oh.
Kingdom.
Oh, I remember
It
Kingdom.
is so to give you guys context of what the anime Kingdom is, it is a historic anime. Yeah. uh it's a historic anime in regards to ancient China and like the forming of its nation. And it has a lot of really good choreography, really good combat, and even really good uh ancient military tactics. I'm talking mounted horseback, military formations. It does it all, and it's so good. I can't recommend it enough. Uh, it has several seasons out. I believe the last season that came out was like what the tail end of last year. Um, yeah, Kingdom is my number 6. What is your number 5, Hazy?
Number 5. No surprise here. It is another mech anime. And
Of
that
course.
is Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. I genuinely love this anime
I
so
was
much.
waiting to hear that. I knew you were gonna have that on your list.
Yeah, when I talk about Gundam, because generally, if I could just put every single fucking Gundam anime,
Mhm.
if I could just register it all under one slot, I would, because I love Gundam that much. I collect Gunpla models.
Yeah.
Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan is my number one Gundam anime, though,
Mhm.
to the point that like uh the main Gundam from this anime is my dream collection one, and that is Lupus Rex, Barbados Lupus Rex. It's really cool. It basically follows like this. It follows a group of kids who end up starting up this mercenary group. The main character is kind of like this, like emotionally stunted, like 10 to 15-year-old, I believe.
Okay.
And it's basically all of the kids are some of the last kids who were put through a surgery to basically make them the best they could be for a war that was happening during their time. Sadly, most of them, as far as I'm aware, were never in that war, but
Okay.
they are traumatized heavily, solely because in order to do the surgery, they had to be awake through it. And that surgery entailed putting this like mechanism into their spine.
Oh, that's never fun.
Yeah, no, they had to be awake while a mechanism was put into their spine.
So I've never had to
It,
necessarily be awake for like an operation.
mm,
With the exception of I was kind of awake for one, and that was like a deep like root canal. Like it
mm,
the uh
yeah,
I can't
being
even
awake for
yeah.
any kind of like shit like that is never fun.
However, my brother had to be awake for one, and that was because he had to get stitches right above his eye, and
Ooh, that's not fun.
they couldn't
Yeah,
give him
no, I get you.
anesthetic because it was literally like right above the eye, and yeah.
No, yeah, that makes sense. But no, it out of all the Gundams, it's probably the best in my opinion
Mhm.
storyline wise, because
Yeah.
it genuinely just has everything you could want from an anime. It has plot, it has good characters, good storyline, a good
Okay.
driving force behind that storyline, good world building, which is funny to say because of the fact that Gundam is one of those animes that you could get a little confused with
Yeah.
if you try and connect them all, because they're not every single one is in the same universe. Some of them are their own separate thing, like Build Divers, for instance. Gundam Build Divers is in a universe where Gundam is a game or is an actual anime, and so it's been turned into like a deep dive video game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that is that one. I have by the way, I'm going to say this. I have a feeling we're going to push over time with this.
Yeah, a little bit probably.
That's fine.
My number 5, and this is also an older anime. I can't recommend, especially, and it's going to spoil what it is before I even say it. If you love vehicles, if you love cars, this is your anime, and
Oh boy.
that is Initial D.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is one of the best adaptations for automotive to animated uh ever. Uh
Speaking, that reminds me, when I know there's another automotive anime that you were watching for a while recently that I've been
yes.
meaning to get into. I believe it's Ghost something.
Yes, and I will get into that right now because that is my honorable mention that I was about to bring up. That is
Yes,
actually a continuation of Initial D, and that is MF Ghost. And I
MF
will
Ghost.
say,
Yeah.
it feels so much better if you watch Initial D before you watch MF Ghosts
Mm-hmm.
because it is a continuation. The main characters of Initial D are older, they're adults, they're in their own lines of work. Uh, but they're basically like mentors or they are somehow on the exterior of the racing scene. And MF Ghost is basically the present day generation. Um, and so, yeah, definitely a great anime. If you want to watch it and then watch Initial D, you can. But there's just that nostalgia when you watch Initial D and then watch MF Ghost. But yeah, that is my number 5. What is your number 4?
Number 4, and I'm going to pretext this with this anime,
Mhm.
and more specifically, this specific iteration of
Mhm.
the anime, because this is technically a remake of the anime
Oh,
of the original, is consistently considered by a lot of people in the anime world as the greatest anime of all time. And I
okay.
agree with them a lot of the time. And that is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
This anime genuinely fixed everything that was wrong with the original Full Metal Alchemist. And don't get me wrong, Full Metal Alchemist in itself was very good,
Mhm.
but it does not compare to Brotherhood. Brotherhood is so fucking good, especially because it connects and leads in so well to, I believe, all 3 movies of Full Metal Alchemist. I believe there are,
Mhm.
and it's just so good. Like there's literally nothing, in my opinion, to critique about this anime
Fair enough. I
because
also agree.
it is
Like,
literally a critique of the OG version.
yeah, it is by far one of the best anime, and there's a reason why a lot of people love it.
Yeah, it's just a good anime.
I will say my number 4 is not for the faint of heart because it's definitely blood and gore for this one.
Well,
Yeah. Um.
can I take a
Well,
guess? Can I take a guess? I'm probably gonna be
uh.
wrong, and if I am wrong, then I'm
Okay.
wrong. But even at the same time, this still has to be an honorable mention for me.
Uh huh.
Is it Berserk?
It's funny that you mentioned that because one could say it's a true blood and guts anime. It is
Oh
Berserk.
god, it is Berserk. I fucking knew it. I love Berserk. Such a good
um.
another one. Another one of the only animes that I read the manga before the anime.
Yeah. I will say, rest in peace to the creator of Berserk. But it is a terrific story. It is very much a dark anime. It is not for again, it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of gore, there's a lot of
It's
darker tone themes in the
oh
anime
it
and
is
manga.
it is a sick
Um,
and twisted anime.
but
It is it has a
uh
lot of very once you get deep once you, like oh
yeah.
fuck you like you get to the Griffith part. Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh my god.
That genuinely could like if
Oh.
that will fuck some shit up.
It'll
People think people think Shao Tucker from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is fucked. Nah, Griffith is so much worse.
yeah. Um, but yeah, that is my
That's a good
number
number four.
4.
Good number
Um,
4.
we're getting up there. Um,
We are
what
finally
is
made it. The top 3, guys.
what
And
is
number 3 for me is the anime that I actually correspond to a similar vibe to Food Wars. But
oh,
you're gonna think to yourself, what do you mean? And then go, actually that kind of makes sense. And that
okay.
is an anime that I don't know, I wouldn't say you got me into, but we got into together. It's
Oh,
a sports anime called Blue Lock.
oh. Yeah, you know what's funny about that being your number 3 is I think I literally got an ad earlier for a mobile Blue Lock game, and I'm pretty sure I was like, yeah, I'll download this. I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh, I love Blue Lock. It is the only sports anime I've ever been able to
Yeah,
get into, besides Ippo.
yeah. It's basically uh Japan. Uh,
Japan is doing their is decided to try a new project to create the greatest soccer player ever. And that
in order to win the World Cup, which, speaking
yeah,
of which, it is that season.
yes. And that's why I'm like, dude, I fucking ooh. It was
Yeah,
supposed to come out it was supposed to come out, I believe, last 25th. It might have actually come out today.
who knows?
Thinking about it, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. If you can
Yeah,
let me know later, because I'm
we
sure you
we could
actually have
definitely
access to.
check during the break.
Yeah,
Uh,
we can see if it's out.
and if
But
it is, hey,
it's one of those anime. It's one of those animes that just you feel the hype of it.
yeah,
You're just like, yes, fuck yeah, yes. And like when the character, because like one of the big things is a lot of the vibe is making the characters selfish. They want to
yeah,
score themselves. They want to do things for themselves. And when they start getting into that mindset in those scenes, it's just like, fuck yeah, score.
yeah. I will say, and this is coming. Again, I primarily read manga, webtoons, manhwa,
Hmm.
more than I do watch anime. Mostly because I can get through it quicker. Um,
Webtoons is that's something we could talk
the
about. Like
manga for
manhwa.
it is
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
it's genuinely really good.
So good. And
It is
I'm
another manga
sure
that I've
I'm
been reading it a
sure
lot
we'll
recently.
get to a point where we'll do an episode of like our top 10 or so manga or webtoons or whatever the
Genuinely,
case
we could.
is.
I'm not even kidding. We
Um,
could probably just do an episode of manga and manhwa.
yeah, at some point.
I think we could do that.
um, but yeah,
Anywho, yeah, that's my number 3. What is yours, my dear friend?
speaking of the number 3,
Oh,
this is a big 3. And the reason why I put it on the list, I could not leave it out, is it's going to give it away with what I'm about to say. It is the epitome of an adventure.
it's on. I'm pretty sure it's on your wall behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. And that is One Piece.
I'll be honest,
um,
I'm surprised this isn't number 1. And this now leaves me very curious as to what your number 1 is.
I legit was gonna put it at number 1, and then I was like, "No, it's too good of a pun. I'm gonna put it at number 3." That's the only reason why it's not number 1.
That's fair.
Uh,
That's fair. To be fair, though, if I'm being honest, depending on what your current number one is, I'll determine whether or not you could. I feel like this is a good flip flop for you with your number
I
one.
I will say the number 1 is a very good anime. Uh, it's
It's a,
also a shonen. Yeah, it's definitely considered a shonen. Uh, but it's
what?
very
No, it's just
different than One Piece.
One Piece. One Piece just feels like the quintessential Chris anime, though. You know, it just feels like the
I
anime for
mean,
a larger
so
audience.
here's the thing. I've been watching One Piece since I was like 2.
Hmm.
I've been watching One Piece since 4 Kids.
I've
Actually, I think prior to 4
growing
Kids. Like,
growing up.
yeah. I remember
Growing
when
up,
the
I
first
definitely
episode
caught
came out.
growing up, I definitely caught episodes of it back when it was on 4 Kids, and that was a lot of like my introduction to it was like the episodes of it. I think
Yeah.
that was like second season.
Mhm.
I think it wasn't it it's second season where Sanji gets introduced, isn't it? Or is it
Mm,
in the first season? Well, technically, this is all the whole thing is season one, but I like the
yeah,
second
the
arc.
whole
I should say second
uh
arc because I believe like they're not
it's
all.
it's either the first or second arc
I
because a
believe
lot of the characters are kind of introduced within like an arc basically.
that's not
Um
entirely true because like I mean, hell, we don't get Jinbei until way later.
well no.
Brook comes
Jinbei
in
is
way later.
way later. But I'm talking about
So
like
is
the
Brook.
core of the
The
crew.
core of the
I'm
crew,
talking
yeah,
like
like
your
Chopper.
Sanji, your Zoro, your Nami. Um
Robin comes out later too.
yeah,
She's
Robin
definitely
comes
soon.
out down the road.
I
Your
believe she's
Usopp.
first introduced. Yeah,
Like
Usopp. I
like I'm
believe she's
talking about
first
like
introduced.
4 or 5 of the crew is like
Yeah, the main
1 to
members that
2
everybody
arcs.
knows. The main members that everybody would
Yeah.
know. Even if you
Um
haven't watched it, even if
yeah.
you haven't watched One Piece, you know these characters.
Yeah. But that is my number 3. Hazy. We're getting to
Number
the
two.
bullet time. What is your number
Number
2?
two. Surprise, surprise! It's another mech anime.
Of
But
course.
funnily enough, it's not a mech anime that many people would probably think of when you say mech anime, and that is Code Geass. I
Yeah.
adore Code Geass so fucking much.
So
Code Geass, it's one of those animes that's like it's technically a mech anime because it
it's
has a lot of
funny.
mechs in it,
It's
but it's
funny
not a
that
mech
you
anime.
said that because I low key considered putting it on my list, and I knew damn well you were gonna put it on yours.
Code Geass has genuinely been my number two anime for so long. When I first started watching it, it became my number one anime, and then I found my number one
Hmm.
anime, and I went Code Geass. I'm sorry, but you got to go to number two, and it's been there
Yeah.
the entire fucking time. It has not changed positions for me. Code Geass is such a good anime. It genuinely ended off so well in its
Yeah.
anime. I believe there's like another anime. It's not called Code Geass, but it's like a
Mhm.
spin-off anime
Okay.
in like and it's like I believe the main character from the original anime appears in it, Lelouch v Britannia, which is
Yeah.
funny because of the fact spoilers, because this anime's been out for a long fucking while, but spoilers, Lelouch v Britannia is supposed to die at the end of Code Geass.
Hmm.
But no, he makes an appearance in this other anime, as far as I'm aware, wearing like this weird jewel piece over his Geass eye. And for
Yeah.
context, Geass is this weird little power that a bunch of different characters, including him, have. His power of Geass allows him to basically he can look at someone like if he makes if like he's in visual eye contact of someone, he can go he can command them to do whatever he wants once.
Yeah.
But no, it's a really good anime, really fucking cool. Honestly, in my opinion, some of my favorite mechs I've ever seen,
Yeah.
and just a really good storyline.
I agree. Um, my number 2 And it's funny because prior to the pod, you actually brought up this anime,
Oh, oh boy.
and that is Steins Gate.
Yeah. So
Steins Gate is
it's a cult classic. It's another one of
it,
those
it, it
animes
is
that
a
you look
cult
at and you just
classic.
go.
It
It's one of those
is
animes that you look at
it's
and you can't
I
really say there's anything really wrong with it. It's just a
I
good anime.
so I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for myself. It it is scientific, but it is such a mind fuck, and it puts you in an emotional gut wrench at times, especially towards the end. And it just makes you feel for the main character. um, I can't recommend it enough. There's a reason why it's number 2 on my list. Uh, what is your number 1?
My number one anime of all time, and if I'm being honest, anybody who knows me knows that this anime is my number one. It is, in my opinion, one of the best isekai animes out there. It is, if you want to watch a dude successfully go on a power trip and not get his shit thrown in his face or whatever, like just a
Mhm.
genuinely good anime, go watch Overlord.
I knew you were gonna freaking say that. I was
I
like, if
love
he doesn't
Overlord.
say literally as you're talking, I'm like, if he doesn't say Overlord right now, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It Overlord is my number one anime. Ever since I discovered it, it has been my number one anime. It is one of the animes that I
Yeah,
have rewatched it all the way through, all 4 seasons it currently has, 6 times over.
yeah.
And that is I'm saying I've watched season 1 to
Mhm.
season 4 6 times. That is not including the times that I've rewatched it up to date to catch up with its most recent season as it came out. So that is an additional 10 times, additional 4 times I've watched it, where I've just watched the season by itself, or the seasons to go up to it. It is such a good fucking anime. It is genuinely the anime that pulled me in hardcore to the isekai realm.
Mm.
And it's one of those animes that are just like, this character is super fucking powerful. He's
Yeah,
the big bad of the anime. And that's the best part, is because he has to play as the big bad. He is the big bad evil guy of that world, and he does it in such a good fucking way.
yeah.
It's I cannot hype it up. Me hyping it up will not do it justice. Go watch Overlord. I'm not even suggesting it. I'm telling you, go watch Overlord. It is that good.
It is a fantastic anime.
Also, this should say something. It is one of the only animes besides, I think, Black Clover, where I genuinely try to watch through the openings every single fucking time, because their openings, their intros and outros are fucking bangers.
Yeah.
They're so fucking good. The people, I forget what the group is called. I believe there's like one main group they primarily use for their songs, but they do such a good job. Or at least for their intros, they use the same group. I believe there's a couple. I think there's a couple different people they use for their outros. I like their outros. I prefer their intros, but I love listening to them. Their songs are genuinely on my main playlist on Spotify. So like, there will be times you'll hear me try and sing the shit in Spanish, or not Spanish, Japanese. I
Hmm.
don't know why I said Spanish. There will be times where like I'll be on stream and you'll hear me trying to, and
Yeah.
that's like, you'll know those are the moments where I'm trying to sing the fucking intros to Overlord.
Yeah.
I love that. What is your number one, my dear friend?
So again, Bleach was in my honorable mentions, but this is
Yeah.
also a type of spiritual anime. Especially with the themes. in its regard. It also gives similar vibes to what you just said. And that is, and I'm going to give the American title because I'm a degenerate. Blue Exorcist.
Oh, that's such a good.
I
I would say that's another good honorable mention.
Episode 1 had me in fucking tears.
I'm
Okay?
pretty sure didn't they just come out with a new season? I think
Right.
maybe not
I
this year, but last year
I
they
think they
just brought
did
it back.
I think they recently did have something in regards to it. I don't
I
remember.
think they just came out with a new season very recently. I'm almost
Um,
certain they did.
I I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I could have sworn that there was something recently. But
Something for them
yeah.
came out. It's
Um,
good anime though.
I
That
will
is
say I
that.
was thinking about putting Bleach on the list, but then I was like, I gotta put Blue Exorcist. Like, don't get me wrong, Ichigo is a badass, but I cried that first episode.
I genuinely I feel like Blue Exorcist for me. Weirdly enough, for me personally, I feel like it has a closer spiritual connection to either one of two animes, in my opinion, and that is
Okay.
Soul Eater,
Yeah, which should definitely be an
which
honorable
is another good
mention.
anime, or Black Clover.
Yeah.
I feel like those three animes fill this weird niche
Mhm.
in my mind where it's like those would be the big three,
Yeah.
like prior. If it were to go, okay, Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, and the recent big three, people are saying it's like Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
The in between of those would have been Blue Exorcist, Soul Eater, and Black Clover.
Yeah.
I feel like those have earned their right as like these are really good fucking animes. I feel like they've earned their places. Like they've consistently been really good. What's up? Good night, Dad. Sorry, my dad was wishing me good night. But no,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
Blue Exorcist.
is
That's our top
uh
10, guys. Are
yeah.
there before we cut to break?
Mhm.
Would anybody in chat like to talk about some of their favorite animes? Like, it doesn't have to be top 10 or anything, but just anime could be your favorite anime of all time, or just an anime you generally enjoy. If there is anybody in chat who wants to, bring that up.
If not, I will say, because again, this is going to be on Spotify. Uh,
Yes.
it will also be on YouTube. So, for those watching it, uh, not live, but watching it or listening to it, you're more than welcome to comment, and we'll
Yeah.
share your
Comment.
comments.
Yeah. Anybody who ends up deciding to watch later down the line, please comment your favorite anime and or just an anime that you think people should go check out sometime. Please comment down in whatever, I guess, whatever
Comment down
Spotify's
below.
whatever Spotify's comment section is. I don't know,
Um,
but no.
but Torby said, and it's funny that you say that because my sister was saying that as well. And that is
Oh,
Apothecary Diaries.
I'll be honest. It is an anime that I just could not get into.
Really?
It's definitely one of those animes that I would say it's like, oh, it's a good anime. I
Mm-hmm.
just couldn't get into it. I think it falls under. It just fits one of those vibes that I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
it's a cozy anime. It's a nice
Yeah,
little cozy anime, but it's just not. It's not my vibe.
and
I
that's
go to
fine.
anime. I generally go to anime for like some action and shit. Like I want to see. I
Yeah,
want to see some fucking fights. You know.
and that's
Speaking
kind of the
speaking,
same for any media where it's
I
like
will say,
some things aren't for everybody.
speaking of fights, there isn't. I'm not going to say it's anime version because its anime version was kind of a flop,
Okay.
but the manhwa of it, High School of the God or God of High School, I believe is what it's called. If I'm
So it is God of High School. That is a title of a uh
manhwa that was
webtoon.
adapted of a webtoon that was adapted into an anime.
Yes, I
The
also
anime
agree
wasn't
with
nearly as
you.
good.
Well, there's a big reason why it wasn't as good. They didn't even completely do uh webtoon to anime for that. I
Yeah,
watched it
no.
and I was like, it's good, but it could have been so much better. Like they missed out on a lot of stuff. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
and
They
then
definitely messed up a
they
bit.
they showed out with things that we don't even get until like low key later.
Funnily enough, on the opposite side of the spectrum, a manhwa that adapted really well. That honestly, it's actually kind of surprising it's not in my top 10. But
Yeah.
also, there's just so many good options that like I just couldn't, because at the end of the day, I do generally prefer the manhwa to the anime, but the anime is still really good, and that is Solo Leveling.
Oh yeah. Solo Leveling did a really good job.
As
And yeah.
as someone who like completely read through the manhwa before the anime was ever like even thought up of,
Mhm,
they did a phenomenal job with the anime. They're
they
doing it
did.
really well. I believe they're supposed to be coming with a new season.
Now, if they
Okay.
finish well and they, let's say, go with the continuated stuff with Ragnarok,
Oh
hey.
fuck yeah! Because
Uh
I believe I believe they did announce season 3, Throne of Shadows.
Speaking of Ragnarok, there is an anime that is should be definitely an honorable mention, and that is
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Record of Ragnarok is
Dude,
so
that's
good.
such a good tournament fighting anime. Oh my god. If you
Oh,
guys don't
like,
know what hold on. If you guys do not know what Record of Ragnarok is, Record of Ragnarok is this anime that follows along the gods have decided they are done with humanity, and the Valkyries have decided they want to stand with humanity. So they are going through so it's basically this tournament where the greatest humans of all time have to fight the gods, different
mhm,
gods from different pantheons. Like, although personally, one of my favorite fights isn't even a fight between a human and a god. It's the one where a god joins the human side.
I know exactly who
You know
you're
exactly
talking
which one I'm
about.
talking about.
Uh, we're not gonna spoil it. All I'm gonna say
It's
is
a really
Record
good
of
anime.
Ragnarok, watch it or read it. Like,
I
it's
do
good.
believe they just recently had their final fight. They just recently had the final fight, which I believe was.
Did they?
I believe so.
I'm
They
gonna have
just.
to check.
I believe it was. I'm gonna give spoiler alert. So if you don't want to know, mute this section for a second, and I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe it was Nikola Tesla versus Beelzebub.
Yeah, that is like one of the last
I
fights.
believe that was the most recent fight they had animated,
Uh,
and I believe it was supposed to be, and I believe it's supposed to be the last fight of the tournament before
but
things are decided.
yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
basically cut it here. But before we do, Hazy, where can they find you?
you can find me here on Twitch under Hazy the Warlock. You can also find me on X if need be under uh, Hazy. I believe it's. I believe you can find me. Fuck is it under? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try and pull it up real quick because I just recently got back into the fucking account.
No,
Let me
you're
see if I
good.
can. Give me 1 second while I pull this up. Yes,
There's
I know, Torby. Laugh at me. Uh,
um while you're doing that, I do
yeah,
have some socials in the works in regards to Howling at Night. Again, right now it's basically just Spotify and YouTube. I am working on getting like an Instagram among other things for it. And hopefully, uh, should be episode by the time episode 2 comes out, I should have them uh attached to the individual videos and the about section of
Hmm.
the respective platforms.
Okay, here we go. Pulling it
Yeah,
up, pulling it up.
maybe. Do,
Give me a
do,
sec.
do,
My
do.
shit's just really slow. I'm very sorry for
Nah, you're
this
good, buddy. You're good.
because I haven't used my X in a long while. I only just recently got
I mean, I hope not.
into it. What's up?
I said I hope not.
Jesus Christ.
uh,
No. I swear to God, if this, I'm very. Jesus Christ, this laptop is shit.
well,
I genuinely need to get this thing replaced. No, you can find me at Hazy the Warlock here on Twitch, and I
mhm,
believe it's Hazy TWW
yeah.
is my X. I could be wrong, because again, I haven't used it in a while.
I think they could definitely find you through mine because I
Yeah,
know
I
I'm
think you do.
following
I'm
you.
pretty sure you have. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you do have me linked through
yeah.
yours.
Uh,
Actually, okay, come on.
um,
It's fine. We've still got another half to go through,
yeah,
and I'm sure I'll have it pulled up by that one.
yeah.
Thank you all for joining us for this first half. We'll
Yeah.
be back in, what do you want to
I'll
say,
tell
10,
you, we'll
15,
we'll take like a 5 or so minute break.
5, 10.
I will say my name is Allergus. You guys can find me obviously at Twitch. Um, I do have X as well as Blue Sky. You can find me
Still don't
on
know what that is.
Blue Sky is basically X, or well, for those of us with age and hopefully wisdom, uh, it's basically Twitter, but without all the lovely censorship that comes with that. But
I love this. I love the sentiment of censorship, and yet I'm pretty sure my main X account is nothing but porn at this point.
Jesus,
I'm not
uh,
kidding. And that's not
yeah,
even because of my own choices. That's genuinely just like what everything's become.
um,
It doesn't
but
help that I do follow a
yeah,
lot of lewd tubers, so
yeah. But X
eh.
and Instagram at the moment in time is Allergus_gaming. That may change in the near future. YouTube as well as Blue Sky, you can find me uh, at Allergus, Alurgus. Um, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is much appreciated. Also, if you have an anime that you want to bring to our attention, maybe something we didn't talk about, feel free to get in the comments and say what's up.
Get in the comments,
Yeah.
Brendan.
See you
Brendan Mulligan.
guys on the next one.
See you guys.